Okay, so this looks so. Don't look at that little watermelon right there. We having a seance right now. We're trying to bring it back to life. Um, Another watermelon, some beans, some basil, sunflowers. Ooh, there's also some potatoes right there. Chamomile and one of those. I don't know what I forgot what that plant is. But cantaloupe, tomatoes, peppers. Oh jeez, wait, the mosquitoes gonna eating them stuff. Over there's another sunflower or a lemon verbena. There's a pepper and some more basil, and I don't know. I think that's a pepper too, the one right next to the basil, but it does not look like the other peppers. But it does look like the other peppers before they kind of got aggressive with their leaves, and I was like, okay, pepper, I'm sorry. Then we have another sunflower, and then there's tomatoes on the other side, which, I mean, okay, hold on. Let me show you these. Let me show you these tomatoes because they are absolutely stunning. Okay? Absolutely stunning. This is a better angle for the sunflower and the basil. There's also some onion. There's two onion down in there. Onions. That's the one that's the smaller tomato plant. It was real small until I put it in this flower bed. But this is the bigger one. And this is the one with all the pretty tomatoes on it right now. Let's see if you can get in there. See? There's two right there. There is one down there. That one is so pretty. It looks like it's pear-shaped. It is the prettiest little tomato I have ever seen. There's another one down in there. That's all that's going in there for now. But there's lots of flowers. Oh, there's a couple back there. They're also pretty. They are just gorgeous. And then this one over here, which I was not giving it enough water, so that's why the tomatoes kind of look like that. But they're looking much better. They're plumper. There's a lot more of them. So I'm just gonna come out here every day and just water it. I try to water it very, very, very deep, just in case it don't come out, or just in case it rains just enough to be aggravating, but you want the soil to already be wet or damp so that it absorbs more of the water on the surface or near the surface where the roots are. Here are some more onions. These are my beans. Look at those beans. Look at those beautiful beans. The melon from this side, some more basil, sunflower. I think this is a sunflower, but I'm not sure. It does not look like my other two sunflowers. That's one. And that big one over there. They all were planted at the same time. I kid you not. All tomato plants were planted at the same time. They all came from seed. And some of them are humongous and some of them are, getting there. But I think it's just based off of where they're placed. And the ones that are the biggest are the ones that get the most sun. They don't seem to mind the sun. It's the cucumber and the pepper that is like, oh, get the sun off of me. Oh, and also, see, as far as flowers, I forgot what that is, but there's chamomile in there and some other stuff that's probably weeds, but they came at the same time. So this one is a cucumber that I actually plucked a piece of it from on here and just threw it over in there, and it died, and now it's this, which is crazy, and I'm loving it. That's my scrap box, so anything that I don't use up. This came with the lily that I bought at the Family Dollar. It was in the packaging, so I just dumped it over in there. It's biodegradable. We're gonna do something with it. And then this plant, let me tell you, that's my mint. My mint's got flowers on it. Don't look at the matches. The storm got them, and I have not come out here to pick them up, and it'll be a minute. But also over here is this plant right here that was doing so well, and my dumb behind lit a citronella stick and I put it right next to it, and that citronella stick just ate it all down. But we're gonna hold on to it. It's perennial, so we're gonna keep cutting away at what's damaged and keep letting grow what will grow. But what I wanted to show is this plant right here. I have this plant in the house, and it's humongous, humongous, humongous. I mean, ginormous right now. It is just growing and it's just fluffy and all things. But this piece fell off, this piece fell off, and also this piece fell off, and all of it is growing. And actually, there's two pieces over there. All of it is growing. All of it is, I think it has roots. I mean, I'm not pulling the roots up to find out if it has roots. That's my tomato that was still under the porch. It was in the my little container thing over there, and I just never repotted it, and it kept growing, but it is on the struggle bus. So I repotted it. I put some fertilizer in it. It's nice and moist. We're going to see if it doesn't revive. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. I'm not losing anything with that. This pepper, there was actually 5 peppers in there that were bigger than this. Well, 4 other peppers that were bigger than this. And my dumb behind pushed the pot out to where this brick is because it was raining, and I was like, I'll come back and get it. But I'll let these peppers get a little bit of this good old rainwater. And lo and behold, I forgot that this is a bag in here and there's not any holes. So it's still, the water's still going to drain, but it drains much, much slower than if it was in a regular pot. Or if this bag wasn't also covered in all this soil. Because the bag is, there's soil outside of the bag. I just kind of cut the bag open and just dropped the whole thing down in here because I was trying to save some other plant. It might have been the tomatoes that I just showed you. And the only way I could do it was to cut the bag because it was just, everything was just like shifting all over the place, and I was like, oh no, oh no. So when I cut the bag, it gave it more stability, which totally worked. Anyway, this is my potato plant, which I got a potato that had started to sprout in the house, and that's what that is. And there was another one. There might be 2 in there. But I also did it with a sweet potato. Yeah, and that sweet potato was like, I don't know what you was trying to do. But when it finally broke all down, it was that soil that was in there with that sweet potato was just as gooey, and it just looked so rich and so pretty. And I was like, oh, we are planting something in it. So it's out here somewhere, and spread out amongst these pots because it was just so rich. I was like, I can probably break this up, mix it in with some other fertilizer and some other soil, and that shit will be rocking and rolling. And I don't know, I wish I would have known what I put what I put in it, or what I put it in, because I have no idea, because I have a strong feeling either it is accounting for some of the weaker plants, and there's not a lot of weak plants. This tomato right here it's not getting, the cucumber on this side is blocking, and the other tomato plant on the other side is blocking. And also, that is a really small pot. I don't know if you can see it. It's a really small pot. I don't know if that makes a difference. The other ones, like that is a 15-gallon. The other one that's down there is also in a 15-gallon. And then the 2 big ones with the pretty tomatoes on them, they are in the ground, actually. They're not even in a pot. And then I got this verbena that is in a pot. So I've tried just a little bit of everything. But I love planters. There's something so adorable about just a bunch of pots, just, different color. I mean, complementing each other. But I could probably come out here with some nice little color, like some oranges or some blues, to kind of like, make it look very eclectic, which is what you see in this garden. Did some of this and some of that, and a little of this and a little of that. But I love it here. It is my space. It is my joy. I come home. My daughter's like, I'm your kid. Can I get some love? And I'm like, girl, you are 21. You lucky. You still have a key. Okay. That's all I'm saying. So, but yeah, she was very, very sweet when I was gone I was gone for 15 days, 16 days, something like that, for my job. And she was nice enough to take care of him and babysat him. And she got to get the first cucumber that came out of this plant here. And she was like, it was delicious. I was like, well, I wish I could have tasted some. I guess I'll try another one. We'll do it another day. But yeah, so she knows how much I love these plants, and she knows how much it calms me to be out here and helps me to unwind from the day. I'm being dive bombed by mosquitoes right now, and I put spray on. Once that sun goes down, they get super aggressive. So I'm about to go in the house, because I'm not about to fight with no doggone mosquitoes. And I got on mosquito spray. So let's make that make sense. They still eating me up. So yeah. That's the end. That is what remains of the sun going down. And yeah. Good night.